So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister NEZEVILLE, and this is NEZEVILLE. Welcome back to the channel. So a few months ago, my family and I took a big decision to leave everything. Leave our jobs, leave our families, leave the life we know, leave everything behind and come to a new country to start all over again, if I can call it that. And it's been 6 months since we relocated. Well, more than 6 months, about 7 months since we relocated. And in today's video, I'm going to give you guys an honest review, very honest review of my experience. What are the common myths, the truth about my experience, our fears and apprehension, whether they have been confirmed or whether they were all exaggerated or lies. I'm generally going to be sharing my experience so far in this my 6-7 months of stay in Canada. So first, the first idea that we had of Canada or abroad generally when we're back in Nigeria is that it is so lonely here. It is so lonely, it is so boring, it is so, in fact, even social media was not helping it. Every week, every day, you would always see somebody come out to cry about how boredom is killing them, how there is nothing to do, just go to work and come back home and stuff. Well, for me, I would beg to differ on that. As a matter of fact, the cruise, the jollification that I have had in Canada in this short months of my stay in Nigeria in the last 5 years, I've not had that kind of jollification. I tell you, please, there's a reason I am saying me. Please, tatafos, people that have selective hearing, I am stating my experience, my own, as it happens to me. I'm not giving general principles, okay, or general rules. I am sharing my experience. For me, I've not had any experience with that. As a matter of fact, here there are a lot of activities, a lot of bedu, a lot of fun places to go to and a lot of fun things to do here for me than in Nigeria. Maybe you can say, okay, you miss the Owambe part of the fun, the whole wearing your ashwebi, sewing all those African styles and going for maybe all those Niger themed weddings or parties. But when it comes to having fun, my dear brothers and sisters, I've been having fun here a lot more than I was in Nigeria. There are so many places to go to. There's so many things to do. Clubs, you want to go to the zoo, you want to go to, even if you want Niger groove, there are so many clubs, there are so many hangouts, so many lounges that you can go to and enjoy yourself. So for those that complain a lot about, oh, I'm bored, I'm lonely, I don't know whether maybe they don't socialize much, or I don't know maybe where they are located. Maybe, you know, some people, because they're trying to get maybe affordable accommodation, they go inside where you won't see anybody that looks like you. Maybe you can be the only black. I don't know how to explain it. But if you are living in a place where there is a community and you are outgoing, in fact, you don't even need to be social to people for you to find places where you can go and eat out and look around and engage in one activity or one club or the other. You can just go to Google and search the best Chinese restaurant close to me, where to have fun in so city, in this ride, that's places, and you just go out there and explore your city and enjoy yourself. That's what me I've been doing. But those that like to go to church, you can find a community in church and get fixed up in engagements that will keep you alive and active. So I don't know whether to attribute it to the fact that we came as a family, so most of our outings are family themed. I don't know whether in this respect it would be ideal for me to compare myself with a single person that came alone. Maybe not. But what I can say is that boredom, or you just go lock up yourself in the house, please, that one is a personal decision. I know that most times during the week you find yourself working, and when you come back, of course, it's evening, you might want to come home and relax. But Saturdays, Sundays, you can structure yourself in such a way that you can still go out there and enjoy yourself. So for me, that talk on it is so boring here, there's nothing to do, it's not like Niger is groovy, Niger is bedu. For me, it's not like that for me, because even when we go out 10 o'clock, like during summer, 10 o'clock is still bright, we're still out by 10. Even if it's dark, you can come back by 1 a.m. and nobody is disturbing you. You are not scared that somebody will lay you for road road, kidnap you, or hurt you. Unlike Nigeria, when we go out by 6:30, everybody's rushing back home, or 7, because of bad people. Here we go out, you can come back late and drive comfortably. Nobody's disturbing you, nobody's making an attempt on your life. So for me, that's boring part of it. I didn't experience it. I am enjoying myself. I am having maximum fun. I am exploring new places and things and foods that I have not experienced, and I am just going with the flow and living my best life, if I can put it that way. Secondly, okay, this second point is very important and very serious, and I kind of feel that it's not being spoken about as much as it should. A lot of people do not know about this particular issue that is happening now. So I wouldn't say I have experienced this one personally. Okay, let me just say what it is. It's about the job saturation and the difficulty to get a job now. Okay, I live in the province of Alberta. I do not know if it is like this in other provinces. Please let me know what the job situation is in other provinces, especially when the job is art related. I know there are some high demand jobs, especially in the sciences and tech, but if you're in other provinces, just share in the comment section what the situation is in your provinces when it comes to getting a job, especially for new immigrants. So I'm going to talk about not my own personal experience, because I have not searched for a job since I came here. I'm self-employed, but in the course of your coming to Canada, in the course of your settling in, you'll find yourself being joined to several groups and meeting people like you. Okay, people that are trying to relocate, or people that just newly relocated. You find yourself in different groups, and from these people's shared experience, you can be able to have an idea of what exactly is happening. So I find that a lot of people that came with me, my batch, during last year relocation to Canada, are having very serious challenges getting a job. There's this group that I belong to, and this lady, we came in at about the same time, and I saw her chats saying that she's been around. She dropped it in the group that she's been here for so and so months. She has not been able to secure a job. It's been so hard that if there's anybody that needs help in the house, cleaning their house or babysitting, anything she can do, that please, she needs help, that anybody should please help her. And it's not like it's peculiar to that person. Okay, a lot of people that recently relocated are finding it very difficult to integrate in the job market. And then we find a situation where very highly placed people that occupied very senior positions in Nigeria, out of frustration, have to now take on to those very, very low income jobs, just for the sake of at all na winch, just to start something pending when they can seriously settle. So a lot of people are not talking about it. Some people have the impression, or we have the impression back home, that here is a land of milk and honey, jobs are everywhere. Maybe it used to be like that. People that came like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, was it 3 years ago when the COVID happened, they testified that during that period, oh my god, there was a surplus of jobs. People were changing jobs like underwear. This month you're working here, you get another opportunity, you pause, and you're just working. But now, present day, I see that it's not as easy as it was before. So it's a reality that those people that are coming have to be aware of. When you go on Facebook, you go on Instagram, you see Canada needs 20,000 workers. Alberta needs 5,000 truck drivers. This province needs 20 million accountants, and your mouth is watering from Nigeria. Say, hey, job boko here. My dear, that's the prayer. We hope that it gets better. But presently, from the experiences of everybody close to me, it is actually difficult to secure a job now. Then talking about jobs too, there's another experience, third-party experience, that I have been privy to. In Nigeria, like maybe you're working in a bank, or you're working at an organization, Unilever or Cadbury or whatever, and you see like there's a career growth. I'm talking about standard organizations, not like a one-man business. Those working in these standard organizations, there is a clear path for growth for you. You know that if you do well, if you're in sales, maybe you meet your target, you'll be promoted. This is like, you can see your career projection. I find that here in Canada, it's not really like that. Some people can stay in one position at the place of work, the same place, for like 15, 20 years. There's no, okay, I'm moving from executive trainee to banking executive to banking officer to senior banking officer, SBO, AM, and you're just growing. Over here, many of the job systems and many of the companies are not structured that way. You might find yourself at at the same place, you know, doing the same thing over a very long period of time. And that's why you find so many people here, you know, switching jobs just so they can climb up the ladder, because that career growth or projection is actually missing in a lot of establishments here. Then another thing that was like a big misconception for me coming from Nigeria that I have now gained experience of, and I'm going to be giving my analysis on, is the weather. So prior to when we came, these people on social media, they're not helping issues. It was projected as though in Canada, you just be walking on the road and people are actually dying of cold. Like people are dropping on the floor, dying and being moved to the morgue because of cold. In fact, when we came here and we started preparing for winter, we were preparing as though it was the apocalypse, as if the end time was coming and they're going to shut all the doors and 666 be roaming around. We went to buy things, we went to overdo this. Because of the way the weather was painted. It was painted as though you won't be able to breathe, you won't be able to go to the mall, you won't be able to enter your car, everything will just shut down. Such weathers happen, but it's not like the whole of winter is like that. There are some days that it might be extreme, but there are some other days that it will be fine. In fact, the majority of fun I've had in this country, I've had them during winter. There are so many activities that happens during winter. People go about their daily lives in winter. I was so over prepared that despite I live in a new house, this is a new house, was recently built, and the heating system is fantastic. We still had to buy these. Look at this extra heating. We bought 2 of these extra heating, which we haven't even used because the heating in the house is doing the job. As I'm speaking to you now, I'm on shorts. I move around the house with shorts and short sleeve. It's not like you'll be in the house, you wear turtleneck and you'll be shaking how it was painted. Like the cold. No, yes, it's cold. One advantage I have is my province, Alberta, the province of Alberta, actually where I live. There's this thing they call Chinook. Okay, so no matter how cold it is, before you know it, it's sunny. The sun comes very harsh and it just regulates the temperature and it doesn't stay cold for such a long time. It melts the ice and melts the snow and the weather, you know, becomes tolerable again. Secondly, with good clothing, if you buy good winter gears, you have your thick winter jackets with, you know, high percentage of down, and you have your well dressed, your winter shoes, you'll be fine. And when you're at home, once the heater is on, you won't even know that it's cold outside. You'll be living your normal life as if you're in Nigeria. In fact, sometimes the heating will be so hot that I will have to go and, you know, adjust it because I'll be sweating. I'll start finding myself inside the house. You can go shopping, you can do anything. You know, it's not like how it was painted. Maybe, just maybe, it is a little bit more difficult for those that are not mobile. I think those people that complain a lot are those that maybe are not mobile. Yes, I will admit that if you're not mobile, if you're not driving, it will be a lot more difficult because you then find yourself waiting at the bus stations or train stations in the cold for the bus or train to arrive. But if you are mobile, believe me, you won't even feel the winter because it is from your house, your heated house, straight into your heated car, straight into your heated office. And even that period that you have to walk from maybe your house to your car or your car to your office, you are well kitted and you are warm. So that impression of, hey, cold go kill you go die for here, oh, hey, for me, it's not like that for me. The winter is manageable. It can be managed. Even if it's bad, it can be managed. It's not a life or death situation. It can be managed and it can be tolerable. Maybe I can also attribute it to the fact that some people say that this year's winter was not as bad as some years. Some years is really terrible. In fact, the snow will cover your door. But from my experience, I've had only one winter here. It was not bad at all. I was living my normal life. We're going out, we're enjoying ourselves, going to indoor pools. There's so many indoor activities and it was beautiful. Then lastly, before we close this video, the fourth impression that we had back in Nigeria before we came here, and we're now realizing that no be so the team be, is that impression that, oh, LGB, whatever, gays, lesbianism, feminism, you know, those extreme agendas that over here, hey, that's corrupted everywhere. It is this, is that. Well, Canada is said to be a very conservative country. I don't know what it is like in the US, but throughout this my stay here, I've not seen any person dressed in an awkward fashion. I've not even seen any person that has earrings. In fact, I've seen more wild looking people in Nigeria than I have seen here. I'm not saying they don't exist, but that impression that they will, you know, that is in your faces, or that they will rub it on your faces. You'll be in the park, you can see two male kissing. I've not even seen a man and a woman kiss before since I came to Canada. We had the impression that on the road people are even kissing, people are even making love on the road. That is so wayward, is so immoral, is so uncultured. For where these people can be very decent. Everybody is just acting appropriately and minding their business. Even this so-called feminist agenda that abroad they will make the woman to become. Since I came here, every Nigerian couple around me are all happily married. Every Nigerian I know here is living with their husband or wife. I've not seen any single mother, I'm a feminist, Oyibo people have made Nigerian women to come and fight their husband. There's nobody, if I've never heard that word before, feminist or women, we are empowering you. So if you are living your life and enjoying your marriage and doing your thing and keeping good friends, staying on your own, who is the person that will now start forcing you to know about a woman that did this and woman didn't do that? All those, there's high rate of divorce, Nigerian woman has not stayed in marriage, Nigerian men. I have not seen it. In fact, in Nigeria, I knew more divorced people than I know here. I've made a couple of friends. I see a lot of Nigerians around me, a lot of black, and I'm seeing them living happily, husband and wife in the same house with their children. So that idea that we had in Nigeria that over here there's also divorce, over here woman call police, over here gay and lesbians will come and knock on your door and start dancing in front of your door. I've not seen it. Nobody is rubbing their ideologies on your face. Even if you are that, you practice it in your bedroom. Never seen any cross-dresser in a mall before, or seen any man with purple hair, or seen anybody acting anyhow. I don't know whether you guys get me. So it was really refreshing and relieving to know that, you know, things are normal here, and most of these things we read of or see are all, you know, media projection and propaganda. It doesn't really happen like that. Just because one person out of 1,000 people had that situation like that does not mean that everybody here has divorced. Everybody here is a feminist and, you know, throw their husbands out and all the men are doing this. Marriages are going smoothly, just as even sweeter and better than Nigeria. So guys, these are my own experiences so far from my 6+ months living in Canada. Of course, as I continue to stay here, I will continue to see more things, learn more things, unlearn more things, relearn more things, hold on to more things and not let go, not unlearn those words. And I will always come here to share my experiences and let you know how it is. So guys, if you're abroad, if you're in Canada or anywhere else, Europe, wherever, let me know the common perceptions or misconceptions that you had back in your home country, that you came here and you saw that things are not really that way. What has your experience been so far? Drop all of those down in the comment section. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you're new here, you're watching me for the first time, you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching me without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued because we have so much more coming your way. Don't also forget to follow me on Instagram at NEZEVILLE. Thank you so much guys for watching. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is NEZEVILLE. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.